Welcome back, everyone, to Claws of the Tyrant. In our last session, our small group of survivors had finished their discussions and set out from the catacombs beneath Allspiral Cathedral here in Ewa's Hope, knowing that, unfortunately, you could no longer stay there. You've spent 6 years in the crypt's protection with the food and water conjured by Constant Rusi to keep you all alive. But with Rusi's unfortunate passing, you all knew you had to step out into the wider world and seek out protection elsewhere. After quite a bit of discussing with one another and with the other group members, everyone else who had been down in the crypts, you came to a decision to keep everyone together as a single large group. With you four heading up as sort of the vanguard, Grog has a weapon and some armor that you guys have sourced for him to use so he can do some protecting in the back. Assuming he doesn't let his cowardice get the better of him once more, but he's had 6 years to grow. And making your way out into Ewa's Hope itself, the ruined and kind of desiccated town, just a shell of its former self, with undead just sort of roaming the street in all different ways. You guys began doing a bit of exploring, hoping to find some supplies and resources that could help you on your way to your next destination, which I believe you guys decided would be the city of Velumis, about 60 miles in a straight line southeast of here on the shores of Lake Encarthen, a walled city that, if somewhere was to have survived the Whispering Tyrant's reawakening, that should hopefully be one. Whether or not you'll actually find safety there, who's to say? But you did a bit of exploring of Allspire Cathedral, Cast Iron Creations, and just where we ended last session, the Open Pot. Just a few locales here around town, and you've gotten a couple useful items out of it. Some weapons, some armor, some repair kits, a magic scroll of infused vitality that may come in completely clutch when directly necessary. Who is exactly to say? And of course, you have that canopic jar, though I believe that is still only known to Mattis and Suri, the artifact containing a organ of the now ascended goddess Arasni, not that any of you know that should provide some potential powers to those who need it. Indeed, Mattis, you've already felt the pull of that item's power when you were last injured. There was a spark of divine presence from that jar, as if it wanted to activate, but without someone to directly wield and control it, it could do no such thing. So, that is where we are picking up. It is still relatively early morning. You guys have just finished up your explorations at the open pot. You have fought, I believe it was a swarm of rat skeletons inside, and have choices of what you would like to do from here. There are, of course, multiple other areas of interest and importance that you guys could go search around for. You do know that the longer you stay, though, the more and more undead will begin to notice your presence and converge upon you, so being careful is important, and whenever you are ready, you will be able to head out and begin making your way towards Velumis. Don't forget, you'll also need to spend some time scavenging the actual countryside for food and water, as some of you, all of you, have not eaten for over 24 hours at this point, and Skulk only being able to provide alcohol only has so much use.
I take offense to this.
Good. So, what are we thinking? Skulk is still partially injured. Suri is mildly injured. And you guys are currently sort of taking a small break within the open pot, you and everyone else who's traveling alongside you. What are we thinking? What are we planning?
So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we wanted to go to the town hall next because they might have maps.
Yeah. You guys did remember, some of you, that the town hall of You Was Hope had a very nice map of the surrounding region, which is a luxury for many places to have, but You Was Hope sort of used it as a display piece, and also because Knights of Ozem would travel through here pretty frequently, having a map was actually somewhat crucial to them. So you could absolutely go and see if that map has survived and pick it up, if it has.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Do you guys want to do any sort of resting before you go there, or are you confident heading over as you are now?
Suri is eager to go.
Why stick to using short-term healing?
Whatever the party decides, Skulk will follow.
Okay.
Are you still make those healing?
Mattis, your microphone's pretty quiet right now. Is that just me?
No, he's been quiet for me too.
Oh, shit. Is this better?
There you
Yes,
go.
Much better.
I was
I was
wondering.
like, why is everyone ignoring? Yeah, like, man, people are. You know what happened is the program I use for managing my audio updated, and it
Mess
took
which
all the
mic was set up.
took all the excluded devices and put it back into input. I'm like,
Classic. What was your question?
I was asking if you have any short-term healing available, because I don't think we want to spend a 10-minute activity here.
Yeah.
How are people looking in terms of HP?
You're the lowest right now, Skulk, and then Suri has taken a small injury.
How many miles? Oh, I have 6.
You do. You get 2 back every
I'm
10
going
minutes.
Yeah, I didn't know how much I had since the last time we played.
Mhm.
I'm gonna use 2 of them
Sure.
to make elixirs of life.
Sounds good. And those are 1d6 apiece because you're only level 1. So you can just roll 2d6 here, 1 for yourself and 1 for Suri, if you don't want to go through the whole crafting process.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure. Oh yeah, I can just do this. Just 1d6, right?
Yep.
So this is for me,
All right, 4 back to yourself,
and then this is for Suri.
and 6 back to Suri.
Oh,
Fantastic.
thank you.
Yeah, whipping up 2 quick vials for yourself and Suri to consume, so that both of you can go ahead and ignore your injuries. And I believe we did decide for now we are going to treat the coagulant trait as it's actually written, which means both of you cannot be healed by that for 10 minutes.
Oh, do elixirs of life have?
Yeah. Actually, no, I guess you don't have the coagulant trait. That's only when you turn the versatile vial into a little healing vial.
Yeah.
Churge and weird.
Yep.
All right.
Alright.
Perfect. And you will, of course, in 10 minutes get those back. But all that being done, it sounds like you guys want to head over to the town hall.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, let's get those exploration activity rolls. as a reminder, you can take any general ones, but you have evade the undead as a primary one to do here. And there's a penalty taken for everyone who is not partaking in that action.
I am definitely partaking in that one.
Okay.
Say,
And
Wonderful.
one NPCs is fatigued and cannot.
Yes, unfortunately, Marco
Damn it, Marco.
was kept awake last night, and so he is fatigued today and is imposing a penalty on your guys' roll.
This is supposed to be secret, right?
Nope, this can be
Blind.
public.
Oh,
You guys have been rolling it blind up until now. Actually, it is... if you are doing stealth or society, those should be blind, because that is specifically sneaking and recalling knowledge. Acrobatics and athletics can be public.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
to evade undead, what do we roll? Stealth, right? Or society, right?
You can do stealth, acrobatics, athletics, or society. Society.
Society. Heck.
And we're getting, what was it, -1?
A
or-
-1 circumstance penalty, yes.
Oh,
I forgot to
to do
include
that.
that.
I'm
I'm
aware.
sorry.
Thankfully, I can do mental math.
I added it.
Thanks.
No problem.
Hey, we're getting some good rolls today. Fantastic. Fantastic indeed. Alrighty. Well, as you guys begin heading swiftly out of the open pot, you guys are free to make your way over to the town hall. Once more, that sort of low fog filling the open streets of the town. You guys do see numerous more zombies sort of spread out. Just kind of some standing still, others slowly shambling. You do notice what appears to be a larger concentration of them up near the residential district at the moment, but you have no issues sneaking past and just sort of quickly dashing through these streets to arrive at the important locations. As you make your way to the town hall, it still stands out to you guys. It's one of the two-story buildings here in U.S. Hope, but it is at this point fully crumbling. There are enormous claw marks, much larger than any creature of a regular size to you guys. Something larger than a human must have created them. And then there are really just broken glass and scattered bones spread across all that remain to tell the tale of whatever went down here at some point.
Does it look like there might be the claws of a tyrant?
Go ahead and give me a recall knowledge if that was serious.
It was,
I'm not-
yeah.
Okay.
I'm not healing anymore.
Ira and Skulker, both of you staying at the open pot?
Oh, sorry. Nope.
Move your damn tokens!
I'm moving it. Come on.
I'm moving over here.
Suri, taking a look, it's hard to tell. The damage is old. Based on the depth of the gouges, something with remarkable force that perhaps was not accustomed to its own strength, or perhaps unable to control its own strength, seems to be responsible for the devastation that occurred here. But any exact sort of identifications is not in your wheelhouse, unfortunately. You don't recall any denizen or visitor to you as Hope when this went down that could have been capable of such destruction, though.
Well, hopefully they had no reason to keep it here.
Yeah, I mean, Suri being probably the oldest lived member of this group here right now, you can see the building itself was, of course, 2-story, but it also had a full clock tower on it. That was sort of the pride and joy, in a sense, of the town. That has been completely knocked over. But if you guys want to sort of take a look around, see if you can find that map or anything else useful, you guys are welcome to spend some time making some perception checks to sort of sift through the rubble.
Yes, sir.
Is there a search action in the?
All right,
One
Jared,
more.
with my incredible perception.
I believe in you.
You can do it. Just roll good.
I'm not even joking. Skulk, you got the best result.
Ow!
Oh, ow, that was loud.
Sorry.
Because you rolled well.
See, that's the trick. Just roll good.
Just roll good. It's not that
Easy.
Roll
hard.
good, easy peasy. Just roll good, dummy.
Alrighty. Taking some time to search around. Skulk, you find exactly what you guys are looking for after some time.
Hell yeah.
The map itself is not simply out on its own. However, if so, it would have long succumbed to the elements and the transpiring of undead here. But you find a large scroll case. Relatively simple, but capped with silver on both ends. And when you go to unscrew it and open it and look inside, there is a remarkably well-preserved piece of parchment within. You guys have seemingly found the map. Wahoo.
Wahoo!
The map.
Excellent.
On the map. On the map. Alrighty. As you guys continue and sort of finish up some searching through the rubble here, taking about 10 minutes or so to do so, and end up finding it, there is another change. Those swarming undead over in the residential quarter seem to have perhaps taken notice of you guys. As you guys hear the tramping of numerous footsteps in your general direction as you guys finish up. Is this a general positioning you guys are happy with at the town hall?
Era's gonna be if I don't know if Suri wants to get
No preference really. Maybe not in just one big clump of.
fair enough. Very true.
I do want
Because
to...
we spread out to search the place, right?
Yes, you did spread out to search. You found clues.
Yay, clues.
Well, I am going to ask everyone here to roll initiative for me, as the numbers of undead are increasing. They're not necessarily increasing in strength, but in quantity for certain, as half a dozen zombies this time begin making their way out of the residential quarter towards you guys.
Would we have had time to like draw weapons and stuff?
Yes. Ira, we are going to begin with you.
Cool. I will go ahead and start the old exploit vulnerability using the macro for you.
Thank you.
Woohoo.
That way my chat box can remain nice and clean.
Okay, so I guess this is weird. If I do personal antithesis and then I use a weapon with their weakness, does
It
personal
does not
antithesis...
stack.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Then
And also mortal weakness lets you get the benefit against every zombie here.
yeah.
Do you have any
okay.
further recall knowledge questions with diverse lore? They're zombies.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've got everything, haven't we?
I think we all know how a zombie works at this point.
Exact AC could be cool.
I try not to give that out with recall
Fair
knowledges.
enough.
Because it's not
Okay.
terribly difficult to figure out.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then in that case, I will go ahead and
Do keep in mind, this is basically an entire building in front of you right now.
Okay. Here, how about this?
So, yeah, I'll allow that. Do try and keep in mind the terrain. I don't have walls set up because that'd just be a nuisance to navigate, but... striding forward and throwing your first knife absolutely is going to slam into the zombie and sort of cause their movements to jerk a little bit.
That's...
Okay. Mattis, we are up to you.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
I'm gonna cast Vitality Lash.
Sure. Line of sight from there? I'll allow it. Buildings, people, buildings!
Oh. You want me to move forward? I can move forward.
Not yet, because I'll succeed on this save.
Rude.
Which keeps my zombie alive.
No.
My Zambo lives!
No, you save against my
Sambo.
DCs.
We're inside the footprint of the ruin, fully inside, so we actually can see in. You can't shoot me.
Unfortunately, we are not dealing with Warhammer rules here. Terrain rules in 40k make me want to tear my hair out.
40k rules are awful.
Just play Kill Team instead. It's much
True.
I'm going to
Like
raise
that,
my
isn't he?
shield.
Fantastic. All right. Apologies, Suri. It's not going to be quite your turn yet. 5 zombies rolled better initiative
Oh
than
my
you.
god. No,
Dear
don't, no, oh god, oh
Why?
god.
Hey, I noticed you're in front there.
Hey, Ira.
I had to get within range.
So, what I am going to do to be fair and consistent across the board, any of these squares that are at least majority building are going to count as difficult terrain to move through.
Yay.
Because I think that's fair. Which also means this zombie only gets to heal with its first action. Which also means it gets to make a fist strike at you, Ira. Prepare to get whacked. For a minimum, 4 points of bludgeoning damage as the first zombie comes crashing through one of the old walls, a bit of rubble falling down on its head as it just slams into you.
This is what I get for trying to be courageous.
This other zombie is just going to be charging towards you, Suri, but takes its entire turn to get there. Because slowed is wild. Which also means... Oh yeah, Suri, don't forget your rage. This zombie is going to move to about here with its 2 actions. This zombie is going to move to here with 1 action and get a swing off on you, Ira.
Oh no. Please.
That is another hit. A 1 above minimum damage this time. It's all good. And last but not least is this zombie right in front of you.
The one that has like 1 HP.
Yeah, and flanking position too.
No.
That's a hit.
Oh my
If it makes you feel any better, the flanking didn't change it.
Yeah, I know.
Damage is increasing by 1 every time.
Oh my god.
Why
I rolled a
have I
1,
done
a
this?
2, and
Why
a
have I done
3.
this?
Ira's in danger. It's okay, I'm just setting up for a wild next turn from Mattis. Suri, now we
Yeah.
are over to you.
That's what we
Okay.
can call it.
I hadn't noticed that I still had the mace out. Is it okay if I sheath it? Because
Yeah.
generally, okay.
You guys were spending time searching, and these zombies
Yeah,
were
and-
taking time to get to you, so you absolutely had a moment to get your preferred weapons and positioning out.
Right, because generally Suri prefers her fists. So she still has her 3 actions, and she's gonna start pummeling the zombie in front of her.
Makes sense.
Alright, here we go. That looks like a hit.
It easily does to me.
10 points.
Fantastic. Slamming into this zombie, immediately injuring it quite badly.
Then an uppercut,
Unfortunately, that will not do it.
and then flailing at it somewhat desperately. But
Oh.
No,
Unfortunately, the extra strikes just not quite doing the deed. And that is going to bring us to our final zombie's turn before Skulk. He has this zombo. Does have to take all of its actions to get to here, and so it's just going to continue into there with that movement. And that brings us to Skulk Stick's turn. Blech.
Yeah, I'm so
I'm-
grounded.
The name was
I'm
shooting
sorry
in
to
my
tell you.
mouth.
I have 1 HP left. Please do not splash me. I am begging you.
No, I'm using
Splash
a
era
healing
to be
buff on
funny.
you first. No, Skulk is smarter than that. We are going to use Quick Alchemy for. I don't remember how to do this with the 1d4, but we're just gonna here.
Are you trying to do Elixir of Life or just the Versatile Vial?
the versatile vial?
Okay. In your actual Versatile Vial item in your inventory, if you just put that into chat, there is a little field vial description there.
There you go.
And then you can click that 1d6 button.
So just chuck it at you. It's something.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you happen to have ghost charges to hit these.
That's exactly what I was about to do.
Hell yeah!
I'm assuming this wall is in the way from this one. Right?
That is a whole ass building, so yes.
We're gonna step. Or no, we're just gonna stride. Where's 20 feet from this thing? That's first. That's not what I want. Where's the ruler tool? There it is. All of these are in bad positions.
You'll be fine.
Mattis, protect me.
What are we doing?
No,
All right.
I am able to protect you.
That guy is going to get
I'm
cover
gonna
from
start
you
this.
there.
Okay. And then quick alchemy, a ghost charge. Wait, do I have ghost charges in my inventory? Oh, I do. I don't have to quick alchemy. Sweet.
Oh, good. It's a bomb.
Kaboom!
Bum, bitty bum.
Bomb? And of course, that is going to deal quite a hefty amount of splash damage. That is going to immediately destroy one of these zombies, but leave a couple more injured. And That will bring us back to the top of the round with Ira's turn.
Okay, first things first, fucking run away.
Sure.
Unfortunately, don't have acrobatics to tumble through. Actually, I think it's fair to go ahead and try to stab this Zombo right in front of her.
Sure, the badly injured one.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Oh, unfortunately, an 11 just barely misses. But an 18 will hit. 4 points of damage with weakness is just enough to take him down.
Cool. Okay, and then it's time to run away. Bravely run away.
Plop, plop, plop.
Okay, actually, I think... okay. You'll have to end turn. I did the thing.
Yeah, all good. Mattis, we are over to you.
All right. Well, I would like to not keep using my font, but this is too juicy.
Hey, the whole point of this is to get you guys to use your resources as much as you're willing to. So...
Take 1d8 damage. That's all right.
And Ira and Skulk can both heal 5.
Nobody, protect us.
I'll wait to roll saves until y'all have healed, just so you don't have to keep scrolling up.
Thank you.
You're not welcome. That is a single natural 20 and a whole lot of failures.
Hell yeah.
Nat 20s are me.
Yeah.
Did you say nat 20s are mean?
Yes.
Well, sucks to be you, doesn't it?
In this case, yes.
It was this one that nat 20'd, unfortunately. But you did deal enough to destroy this zombie that was dealing with Suri. But there are 3 of them left still. And that is going to start us off with this one. That is going to stride to here and take a swing at you, Mattis.
No.
With its fist.
I deny it.
Kerplunk. I guess you do. Look at that. I'm so proud of you. That's why I have another zombie who's flanking you. Die.
No. Anybody protect me.
I reject your
I said
goddess.
protect me. I said protect me.
I reject your divinity. Hey, my damage is still going up by 1 every time. We hit a 4 this time.
Ow.
You're gonna take the damage.
No.
Okay, well. With its
my
last
My
action.
RGM does all the damage, so
I know. I like to let you guys suffer and hit the buttons yourself. Where's the fun in not getting to click buttons? Come on, y'all.
Yeah. Get it.
Zombie is going to attempt to grab you with its second action here.
Oh, no.
Which that will exactly succeed. Get you got in its hands, and bring us to Suri's turn.
Please save me.
Suri?
What is Sui's turn? Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah, so she is going to try to kick this one in the teeth.
Alrighty.
Here we go. Oh, that does not look too... Oh, hit.
That's an exact hit
Zombie.
because you're flanking. Yeah, it's a level -1 zombie.
Okay.
The danger
we
here
go.
comes from their numbers. That's about it.
Yeah.
10 points of damage is exactly enough to bring this zombie down, slowly breaking through their ranks.
All right. Seeing what the situation is here, she'll. Well, I can't step because it's difficult terrain, but she'll
Correct.
stride over here and attack this one with her last action. good. $10 points.
Nice. You're so consistent with the 10s. It's a little
Yes.
terrifying. Fantastic. Skulk, that's going to bring us over to you. There's only this one injured zombie left. You are muted if you're talking.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just removed one of my versatile vials. I forgot to do it last turn. And then we are going to quick alchemy up another ghost charge.
Sounds good.
And we're just gonna hit it.
That's a crit. Love to see it.
Oh, let's go. Skulk doing it big.
Ooh,
Woo!
Thank-
Big boy damage.
thank you. Thank
And
you.
the last zombie will quickly be eradicated between your guys' divine magic and alchemy, Suri's fists, Ira throwing a knife or two, and then running away, because
Yeah,
undead
no.
are scary.
Undead are scary.
You guys do manage to come away without too many injuries. A few minor ones, a scrape with death for Ira, but nothing too bad. Though the numbers of undead are increasing as it seems. It could quickly become overwhelming. But who's using speakers? I got my ear out for you people.
I mimicked the sound.
Ooh,
Didn't realize we had a parrot in the call also.
it's called Echolalia. Thank you very much.
I don't give a shit. So, you guys have a map in your possessions. You have done a little bit of reconnaissance around locations such as the Open Pot, Cast Iron Creations, Allspire Cathedral, pretty much the entire southern half of town. The locations that might have anything useful have all been taken care of and searched to the best of your abilities at this point. What are we thinking from here? Do we want to continue and search for some more things, or do we think it's probably getting time to get on the road?
I think we should go to at least one more station. Well, like, even though Ira's kind of injured, she's willing to take the risk if it means.
Yeah, I'm thinking the Redesha House Lodge was a Pathfinder location.
Mordesha House Lodge was the Pathfinder base here, yes.
Yeah, so they might have something that's useful for exploration or traveling. So, at very least, I would like to hit that place.
What kind of
before
place was?
leave.
What kind of place was Flat Pines General Goods?
It's a
Do we
general
remember?
goods store.
Yeah, but is there like, I mean, because it's Flat Pines, it sounds like it was a known entity.
Flat Pine was the last, or the surname of the couple who owned it. Bledora and Esclamise.
But they were really just like a run-of-the-mill, boring general goods store.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, they carried, you don't carry just run-of-the-mill general supplies here in Lastwall, because you've got Undead potentially and the Knights of Ozem coming through, so they could have other supplies there that could be useful, but it was the general goods store of U.S. Hope.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. So he's still a little out of breath and wipes some brain bits and viscera off her bare fists. And if somebody mentioned Mordesha House, she says, "Yeah, that's a good idea. But after that, we should really start to get going. I don't like it. I don't like how their numbers seem to be increasing every time they catch our sight.
Understandable. I think this might be a good time to do that light trick I was thinking of doing.
You want to try and use some light to distract the zombies?
Yeah, in the northwest direction when we start to go towards Mordesha House.
You can certainly try that. Skulk, did you want to quick alchemy any more elixirs of life for Mattis and Ira?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if you could, that would
Take
be
good
nice.
time to do that, yeah. I'm just gonna remove them and then I'm gonna roll 1d6 for Ira.
Thank you.
5
1d6
points for Ira.
Mattis.
Wonderful.
Hell yeah, we're rolling good today.
Nice. Which in total should bring you down to only 1 versatile vial left. Because there are 2 ghost charges thrown as well as a little bit of healing onto
One of
Ira.
the ghost charges was one of the ones I already had made.
It was. Fantastic. Then you've got 2 left. And of course you'll get 10 more, or 2 more in 10 minutes. You'll get 10 in 2 minutes.
Hell yeah, I'm all for that.
Nice.
So, it sounds like Mordesha House Lodge is where we want to go. And Mattis, you're thinking of trying to cast a light cantrip over sort of in the northwestern residential district and see if that can draw any
Track.
undead that way?
Yeah.
Sure.
Just create a light in a color that's very contrasting to the fog. And
Yeah,
Like, hey, that sticks out.
Go ahead and give me a blind deception check.
Ah, shit. That's not me.
Sorry, I know he already did that. Did I give him an aid?
How are you aiding? He is
I mean-
casting magic over in that direction, so what are you doing to aid it?
Giving him advice on where best cast the magic using Ira's own deception. Like, if you put it there, that'll be better than putting it there.
Sure. I will allow a post-roll aid here.
Oh, thank you.
+1 to whatever roll.
Okay. Can I get, because the 2 of you are doing that, can I get a recall knowledge roll from Skulk and Suri? The people who are just sort of watching.
I'm scared. Is
that
this really a
necessary?
bad idea? Am I about to be punished?
Y'all make me so proud. I want you to know this.
Okay, the way he said that is mocking, which means we fucked up really bad.
I'm going to
Right,
start by
since-
saying I love the idea, Mattis. Really, really do. Big fan. Big fan.
Yeah.
my God,
Creating
you
a
fucked up so
distraction
bad.
for the undead. Great idea.
Oh, we're so
Maybe
fucked.
if I did have 0 deception.
You did not roll horribly.
Oh.
And if it were other situations, it may have been a really effective solution. Some of the undead do perhaps turn in the direction of the light. Light, movement, sound, all can attract undead. However, that is not what undead are primarily attracted to. Unfortunately, none of you really inherently will realize what it is exactly that made this not work. Whether they simply weren't distracted or there is something else at play, I leave up to your imaginations in this regard. There is a connection to be made, but Skulk and Suri, unfortunately, are a bit more focused on your current surroundings and situation, remaining tense to avoid any undead that might directly descend upon you. That for now, that connection eludes you. But if we are looking at heading to the Mordesha House Lodge, I will absolutely take a new series of rolls from you guys.
Let's go.
God.
I'm going hero point that.
That is, in fact, a failure for you, Mattis.
I'm hero pointing it. See, just roll good.
Suri, a 12 is also a fail. Yep. Okay, we are really here rolling into hero points.
We just don't want to affect more zombies, Mr. GM.
Did someone else do a roll and delete it?
I did it public. I meant to make it private, so
Ah!
I deleted it and did it properly.
Gotcha. What was it originally?
I don't know. I didn't look.
You
My
sneaky
good
dog.
bitch. So I want to say it was like a 10, but
It was something. I don't remember exact number.
honestly
I know
don't
it was
recall.
in the
Doesn't roll.
tens. I know it was in the tens.
I will say, shout out to Skulk for being the only one to include the circumstance penalty from Marco
Oh my
in
God.
their roll.
Let's
Shame
go.
on the rest of you. But also, Surya Mattis rolled like garbage anyways and re-rolled into nat 20s, so who am I to complain? You guys are free to make your way over to the Mordesha House Lodge.
No.
What's up with that?
Running.
Arms behind the back doing the Naruto run.
Yeah.
So goofy sounding.
We'll punch you to the right.
Hey, I'm here for it. Skulk, are you remaining with the zombie corpses?
No.
Zombie fort.
All right. As you guys make your way over to the House Lodge itself, I mean, you guys know this belonged to the Pathfinder Society branch. You know it was sort of like Hope's Breath Inn. It is a large limestone building that was very likely once one of the nicer buildings in town, probably had quite a bit of money funneled into it. And it even actually still stands in decent condition compared to the direct surroundings. However, the inside is much of the same as everywhere else. Broken furniture and bones strewn about in all sorts of situation. Taking some time to search, there's not actually anything really hidden here, so there's no perception check necessarily, just simple time spent on the search. After a few minutes of looking around, and me rolling a d12 instead of a d20 on accident, like a goddamn fool, Ira,
Skill issue.
Oh, no.
I know.
Oh no. Please, please, no.
You end up finding something.
Okay.
In one of the back rooms of the lodge, where once more destroyed furniture, the wall scraped at by fingers or other appendages, who knows what, over time. The door battered inwards. You can imagine what went down in this place. There is a small box. And I say box, but it's more of a cube, it looks like. Steel,
Cube.
maybe a 2-foot cube in dimension. You do see a very small and faint seam that denotes that it perhaps opens, but you see no latch nor lock on it. And there is a long, dried spattering of blood across it.
Would a recall knowledge work here to keep it?
Sure, absolutely.
And Ira will... actually, no, she's gonna wait before showing it to everybody else.
Okay.
I was targeting Mattis. Sorry. Do you want me to roll again?
Nope, because society is what got rolled for Mattis, and that's what I needed for this.
Okay, cool.
Taking a look over this box, it's definitely a lockbox of some sort. You've done quite a lot of traveling in your life. You've been to a number of places. You've dealt with a few Pathfinder agents here and there. The strangest people come up with the strangest ways to lock their treasures away. This is very much likely one of those. Some strange contraption meant to hide items of value in it. It is not something one of your skill set could open, though. You would need training in thievery mechanically to do this, and
Do I
a
not
pretty
have
good
training?
roll. You do not. Skulk is the
God.
only person in the party trained in thievery.
Yeah, then Ira will call over Skulk Stick and say, Skulk, you can get this open?
I can try.
Yeah.
Um,
And this is one of those situations where there isn't necessarily a penalty for failure inherently, like it blows up or whatnot. It is simply, it takes time. Which is the one thing you guys are lacking right now.
public or private?
This is all public.
Okay.
McNally that lock.
A 16 is a failure as you sort of move over to it, take that first sort of initial cursory glance over the entire thing. You notice that same seam. Ira notices you pretty much get the same overall visual. No obvious locking mechanisms, no obvious latches or the like that would be used to open it. You try and, just grab the sides of the lid and pull. Doesn't move at all, so it is very clearly locked shut in some way. But taking that first minute or so looking over it, you've got nothing.
Let's hit it with an lock.
I
Yeah, no.
think hold on to it for now. So out of here, we can take a...
Okay.
Sounds like a plan to me.
You're thinking of taking it with you?
Oh boy.
So,
Go ahead,
Sori
sir.
reaches for her mace and stretches out a hand and says, "You want me to give it a try?"
And there could be something fragile in it. Please.
That's also
That
going
would
to be
be-
really loud.
Yes. Noisy. Let's avoid that.
Does anyone have space
Okay.
for 3 bulk in their inventory
Fuck, really?
without becoming encumbered? Yeah, this thing is 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. It is big and unwieldy.
Yeah. Suri's big
If
and
I
strong.
hit 6, I end up becoming encumbered, right?
If you go to 7, you become encumbered.
Okay, so I have enough bulk to be able to carry it.
Yeah, you can technically be at 6 bulk, 9 light without being encumbered.
Understood.
Okay, then Skulk Stick can carry it. I don't have a direct item for just the box. But you are welcome to sort of pick it up and carry it with you, with the assumption that you'd probably put it down and drop it were a fight to break out.
Yep.
Let's see, who's feeling the luckiest of our group here?
Not me.
I'm feeling lucky.
Fantastic. Then I want Skulk Stick to roll a flat check for me.
Oh my god.
Huge. Jericho. What's the value?
I'm not telling you the DC, just roll a flat check.
Oh, okay.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise tool that will affect us now. Okay. Fantastic. I was setting a DC for effectively every time you attempted to open that box as time is passing. Thankfully, you passed for now.
Okay.
So,
Oh.
as you guys sort of finish up your explorations of the Mordesha House Lodge, deciding that this box would just be a general better item for you at this point in time than to try and waste time opening it, what are we thinking next? It's approaching 10 in the morning. You do have more places you could go to. You could also decide this is the time to move on.
I personally feel Hope Breath's in, probably get attacked by zombies one more time, and then we skedaddle. Actually, how many resources do we have? Could we take on? Well, we could take on one more wave of zombies.
I have 2 more fonts left. I haven't used my first rank spells at all. If I roll,
What skull?
Again, sir? Or skull?
I have 4 versatile vials still, and a couple of ghost charges. And by that I mean 1.
If I did a good roll on initiative, I could always do a 3-action infuse vitality, which would help a lot. Yeah, I think we could pull it off. We could pull off Hope's Breath.
Okay. Then I am going to need one more roll from you guys to get there without being seen or noticed.
Cool.
Wow.
Average.
Or my hubris will get in.
I didn't have the -1. I didn't click the add button.
I didn't do it. Oh my
Oh
fucking
man,
God.
dang it!
I typed it in and then just didn't click add.
Ira, what was that you said a moment ago about your hubris being your undoing?
Oh, please, can I hero point it?
No.
Oh my God.
Oh no. Oh no.
What an interesting roll indeed.
Oh, please.
Okay. That's fine. You guys make it over to Hope's Breath Inn.
That's fine, he says.
Oh, hello.
Pay no attention to the fact that there's a map. As you guys make your way over to this inn...
Get that shit out of here.
The second story of this building has almost entirely collapsed inward, so you can imagine the interior is going to be a lot of rubble, probably pretty open to the elements, but you do recall that Hope's Breath Inn had an underground storage for most of its stuff. So there's absolutely sort of a decent chance of finding things there.
We had non-perishable goods.
We've got Skulk and Ira standing as far away as possible.
Scaredy cats. Alright. Right, you ready? Oh, I'll do a perception at the door.
Go for it. Silent, dare I say, as the grave.
Alright, it's quiet. Let's open these doors.
Yeah. The interior of the inn is completely blanketed in destroyed shingles, furniture, and wood. Mold and mildew sort of cover the spaces, and that smell of damp and rot assails your nostrils as you open the doors. Well, you guys are free to enter. If anyone wants to sort of switch over their exploration activity for being in here to things like search or whatnot, they are welcome to do so.
I would like to go into defend
Okay.
and raise my shield.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for things, and I'm gonna scout.
Sure.
Ooh.
Oh, circle.
Open door in the back. Why did you leave?
Alrighty. Yeah, if you're searching story, you can just make a perception check. Okay, fantastic. I'm gonna let you step back real quick, sorry, because you noticed something with your perception check. Ira, unfortunately, you don't notice much when you are outside the building itself. But
I mean, like, looking in.
yeah, you can see the building. Generally, Suri can see and hear what's coming up from the basement, though.
Oh god.
Which is the moaning, shambling forms of yet more zombies.
Oh my god, more zombies!
Let's fucking go.
There's so many!
I love zombies.
That's a lot of zombies.
And what was that perception check for, Mattis?
I pushed the wrong button.
Was that meant to be initiative?
Yes.
I can set it as your initiative, adding a +1 because of scout for you.
Cool. Oh.
It wasn't good.
Well, I'm glad I'm doing the defend activity.
Yep, there you go. So, Skulkstick, you are our first contender here, as you and Ira sort of standing outside as Ira, as you and Ira are standing outside, and Suri lets you know that, hey ho, undead are coming. You are certainly the first
up.
to be able to react.
Throw a bomb.
So is this open to the cellar?
Effectively, this area goes down to the cellar.
It's like
This-
the floor fell in or something.
Yeah, the map is very sort of awkward for representing the inn.
Right.
So we're gonna go here, Jericho. We're gonna target this one in the back,
Okay.
Nice.
and we're gonna throw a bomb. One of my prepared ones. Yay!
Nice.
Roll some damage here.
Okay. Not a particularly good damage roll, but getting as many as you possibly can in the splash radius. Dealing quite a hefty amount of damage to them. And you've got one action left. Run away. Fantastic.
The goblin bravely ran away.
Ira, the two people who are in the back were the quickest to react, the cowards of the group, one might call them.
I don't know if I would call Skulkstick a coward. Ira, absolutely.
Oh, I was hiding behind the statue the entire time anything went wrong.
Okay, yeah, I think rather than moving forward for fucking throwing knife range, I think we're just gonna fling heavy magic, boosted fling magic at that one.
The one in the back, all right, it is going to have no cover because it is a reflex. Actually, lesser cover does, I believe, provide a +1 to reflex saves. It might only be standard cover that does that.
Why does it have cover?
Because you're
This is
shooting
lower.
through zombies.
And
There's creatures
Fair
in the way.
Fair enough. No, that's
Lesser
that's
cover
my-
is only a bonus to AC. It is not a bonus to reflex saves. That's what I was checking for. So, making a reflex save for the zombie in the back, that is a failure on its part. Sorry, I can't math. So it will take a full 6 electricity damage.
Cool.
Nice.
I'll
And
just throw it.
how angry does Suri get?
Yeah, I was gonna say, so I can't find it right now, but I think she needs to make a save.
I believe it
because
is only
she's
when you are
witnessed-
targeted with magic.
No, I think it's when you witness a spell being cast.
Oh,
It
man, that'd be
is
really
if you willingly accept the effects of a magic spell or effect, you are frightened 1.
Okay, yeah, I might just be misremembering. So if
Yeah.
you get a bonus against creatures you have witnessed casting a spell. Okay, so if I get in a fight with Ira, that'll be helpful.
Yes.
Easy. Okay, and then for my last action, I'm actually just gonna try and throw a knife from back here to try and finish that one off.
The one way in the back.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, throwing knives have 20 30-foot range. I mean, I know it's a long shot, but if I can finish it off, that would be really nice.
Hey, good on you.
Okay,
No, the cover unfortunately being what does it.
Ugh.
Oh, using a hero point on that. All
Yeah,
right.
I need to take actions off the board.
Fantastic. 5 total damage between the bomb, the magic, and the knife. That will be enough to take 1 zombie out of play. Unfortunately, it is not enough to take the 2 zombies out that get to go before Suri. However, the ones that get to go are the ones in the back. So they are going to shamble forth and
No.
take a smack at Mattis.
No.
Yes. Oh, I guess not. Damn. And the one in the back that's going to shamble forth and take a smack out of Suri. And also whiff. Fantastic. These zombies staying cooped up too long. They can't do anything. So Suri, we are over to your turn.
All right. Suri, as this zombie lashes out and tries to slam into her, she grabs its wrist and then swings her other fist and rips off its arm.
Yeah?
Oh, full damage, 30 points.
Oh my god, that is
Oh my god!
just obliterated. You go to rip the arm off the zombie and just tear the entire zombie in half.
Yeah. One of those cheesy moments where, like, you know, it lashes out, tries to punch her, she just holds the arm and is like, oh no, you don't. And then rips it into
Mattis is
2
here.
halves.
That is what
Yeah,
happens
I
when
mean-
Ira casts magic.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Suri's, Ira's like, Surly, I am sorry for...
Yeah, she like looks over her shoulder and just glares at you, shoots daggers.
No, I shoot dagger.
Right.
Horrible joke. Horrible joke.
Second action is she leaps forward here. I believe we had agreed that she still has some tactical acumen, even when in rage. And
Yeah.
You say that, but you put yourself closer to the enemy.
well, that's
Fine.
part of it. All right, and not too good,
Still hit.
but it's
That
a
is an
hit.
exact hit because you moved into
It's
flanking.
Flanking. Ooh, that looks good.
And terrifying
16
damage rolls mean the zombies that rushed forward recklessly will not survive. However, that
And
does
that's
mean
your turn.
we get 2 zombies before Mattis gets to go. Starting with
I'm
this one
shocked.
right here is gonna stride. It's gonna do what all zombies do, and that's smack away. And it's gonna do what all these zombies have done, which is miss.
Excellent.
And that will then move us
These are
over
bad
to
zombies.
this zombie that I'm going to roll to see who it goes after.
Yo.
It's just charging towards the door.
Oh shit.
Seeing those sort of outside as weaker, perhaps more delectable, who's to say what goes through the non-existent mind of a zombie? It is just going to charge that straight line directly towards you, Ira.
Oh, not like this.
And smack away. Oh, my streak of continuously rolling higher damage is broken. A tragedy has arrived. Sad. I could have done more.
Sad.
No.
But, Mattis, that does bring us to your turn.
Alright. I would like to move and do something else, but you know what? I'll just do it by Tell You Lash.
Okie doke.
Yes, mom.
Alrighty. That is a failure.
Oh, suck it!
It just slurps it all up.
I'll move to flank.
All right, sounds good. Your shield is down at this point, and that brings us to the final zombie.
I believe it's Suri. She can handle those two.
I'm gonna move this corpse out of the way because he's coming over here.
Ah, shit.
What to? Prepare for a fist. That will miss.
No.
And hey ho, it's so fun when you run zombies and they only have 2 actions apiece. Anyway, Skulk Stick, we're back over to you.
I am, but it has protected me.
Almost sounded like you said Asmodeus protected me.
It has protected me.
So real quick shift in worship there, Mattis.
Amadeus.
All right. We're going to chuck that point blank bomb at the one right in front of me.
Sure.
Oh my god. They're doing it.
We hit. Thank God.
Nice. That's a zombie off the board, baby.
Zombie off the board.
And then with that, I will quick alchemy and hand over a elixir of life to Ira.
Thank you.
I don't know what the best way to give you this is.
You can just... Are you, like, applying it to her or just handing it to her?
Can I just quick alchemy and then just one action feed it to her?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And yeah, I'm gonna do that.
One of the
There you go.
most hilarious things, elixirs of life do not have the ingested trait.
Interesting.
Though it does read upon drinking this elixir, you regain 1d6 hit points, so...
Well, there you go, Ira. 5 HP.
Thank you.
And that was quick alchemied?
Yes. So
Alrighty.
my vials.
Running out of vials, my good goblin.
Yeah, we're making it work.
Well, Ira, we are back over to you. There are 2 zombies still standing.
Okay, I'll go ahead and actually do funny.
Who just got a message? I'm hearing
just
those
got-
Discord sounds.
That's me. I don't know why my mic is picking that up. Sorry.
No worries.
Okay, yeah, then Ira will ride over here. Throw yield knife.
And I do believe you have to draw one as well.
Oh shit, that's right.
So-
Fuck. Oh my god.
As you had
Okay,
the
well,
wand in one hand.
Yeah. I already committed to throwing the knife. I already rolled. So.
That one, no
I
cover
stand-
from there, but a -2 does still hit.
Oh. Goodness.
Nice.
Like, what?
6 points of damage. I'm so proud of you.
Celebi.
Suri, 2 zombies left. We know what you can do with 3 actions and 2 zombies, so have at it.
Well, let's see what happens. So the one right next to her had tried to lash out at her and missed. They're a little lower, right? They're coming up from the basement. So I think she's just gonna like stomp down on its hand. Or at
Nice.
least try to. Smash. And
Okay.
You can hear bone crack and flesh tear. She does 32 points of damage.
Dear Lord.
You're just gonna roll rip and tear here.
Yeah, no, it's dead. I don't know what to tell you. That thing's just gone.
Ripping the arm off the zombie, she steps over here and swings that arm at the other zombie.
Did you want to step there, or do you want to do a full stride to here where you'll be flanking?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll try. Thank you.
It's a zombie,
And,
but hey, every bit counts.
And it doesn't say I have to use my fist, so I'm still gonna use the same modifier.
I feel like technically that counts as an improvised weapon, but I don't think it
my-
matters.
Oh my god.
Now, that should have a -5 on it,
Okay.
to be fair,
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
but it still crits. Because you were flanking.
Oh.
28.
Dead zombies, woo!
Dead zombies, woo!
I'm so proud of you guys. All the zombies are dead.
Suri throws away the arm, and she like flares her nostrils and takes a few big breaths, and then says, "Ah, magic just gets me mad."
That sounds like a pistol.
It's a side of you that we haven't really seen before, and it scares me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to see me this way. It's just that let's just get out of here. This place is it's doing something to me, and I don't like it.
Let's see what we can find here first.
Now, something that's technically funny is, as written, if it could be transferred, you could use Ira's Fling Magic Wand, because the Superstition Instinct only prevents you from casting a spell or using an item that can be activated to cast a spell. Ira's Wand is not casting a spell, it's just flinging pure magical energy. I don't think anyone in their right mind would be like, yeah, you can use it, but it's just funny that rules as written, you technically could. Though I don't believe you can gain the benefits of a Thaumaturge's implement. They only get them when they use it.
Nope.
So, thought experiment that doesn't even matter, but funny to note. So, are we spending some time getting everyone in and searching around Hope's Breath? Seeing what we can
Yes.
find? Fantastic. I completely forgot there was supposed to be a slight change to how that went down. Oops. Oh well. The zombies were supposed to have better initiative.
Oh.
Because
they-
Herdal Pulsoma with you recognizes one of these zombies.
Oh.
I think
Oh,
I'm just going to say
no.
you guys, because Suri got such a good perception check, you guys noticed them coming out of the basement and killed him back then. But just because it's funny, I want to read out what the situation is. 2 of the zombies out of these 6 were her husband and the man he planned to run away with.
Oh no.
Fair enough.
The man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Ouch.
So, she should have, realizing that probably made quite a bit of noise, and given the zombies a bit of advance notice of you guys. But it's all good. Anyone who wants to
All
take
good.
some time to searching around is welcome to give me that perception check.
Heard up. That's the mother, right?
Yes. Yeah, the mother of Watermelon Boy.
Oh god. Oh, perception.
Only if
I
you're searching
percep-
around. It does take about 10 minutes, so if you want to do something else with that time, you could do something
That's
else.
better to do 10 minutes. now.
Fair enough.
I don't have a healer's kit.
I always love that it specifies the alchemist finds 2 versatile vials. Where?
Yeah.
Just rolling around on the
I was gonna
ground?
say,
Yeah, on the ground. Like, oh,
you need
hello.
a medicine right now, right?
No.
I think
Should be
we're
fine.
all at level.
Ira and Mattis are slightly injured, but only like 1 or 2 points apiece. So,
We'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna help search around.
sure. Should I assume you guys like close the doors once everyone's in still?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Fantastic. Then spending some time and looking around. Most of the supplies in the basement are definitely ruined. Age, numerous zombies loitering around, certainly destroys and ruins much of what's going on. However, there are a few things that can be salvaged. And you'll have to let me know who wants what so they can go in people's inventories. Actually, I'll just put them in the party stash. You guys can take them for what you want, and we will effectively just leave behind what you guys don't take. There are 10 total bedrolls of varying quality and usability. A healer's toolkit.
Yay!
And then actual usable items that Skulk would immediately be able to recognize as an alchemist. 2 lesser anti-plagues and 2 minor elixirs of life.
Nice.
So those are on the party stash. You guys can take them as you want, and whatever you don't take, we'll effectively assume you're leaving behind here. Because there's no party stash in this adventure. No.
No.
There is only what you all can carry.
But the rest of our gang can take the bedrolls, right?
Yeah, you guys can spread out the bedrolls amongst everyone here. So everyone has a bedroll for the most part. And that just leaves the healer's toolkit, the elixirs of life, and the anti-plagues.
Suri might take an elixir of life, if that's okay.
Yeah.
By all means.
What's the weight of the healer's
1 bulk.
bulk?
Yeah.
I am of the opinion that the 2 people with the lowest fortitude save should immediately drink the. Oh wait, no, we
You
have
guys already
anti-plague.
have anti-plagues
Never
on.
mind.
Because Skulk made some today.
Thank you, Skull.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So who's taking
I
what?
should take the healer's kit. I'm afraid it might make me encumbered.
I'll go ahead and hold on to the anti-plagues just so we don't need.
Okay. And who wants the final elixir of life?
I'll take that as well.
If the healer's kit is too much for you to carry, Suri is gonna carry it for you.
Can't really
Right.
make use of it if
Yeah,
he's not holding it.
Yeah,
Right,
but I'm
I
not
would-
going to use. I don't have battle medicine, so I'm not going to
True.
use it during combat.
You do have the bulk for it, Mattis. You're not encumbered until 8.
Oh, okay. Oh, that should be fine.
You have strength, my good sir.
I always forget how the encumbrance.
Yeah, it's 5 plus strength and 10 plus strength for the encumbered and at capacity limits.
Okay. All right. Then I'll just carry it.
Sure. Is there anything else you guys would like to do? Are you ready to move on to another location? It's a bit after 10 in the morning at this point.
I mean, like, you're still not out of like, how many versatile vials do you have now, Skull?
4.
So you'd have to spend another
we're
10 minutes.
We're still good on resources. I think we can keep going in the town.
We can risk one more.
I mean, Suri has plenty of anger left, so.
I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially with how Suri is tearing zombies apart, I feel perhaps overly confident.
Well, let's bring you onto the map. You guys can choose where you want to go from here and regret all of your life choices.
oh my god.
Okay, it's time to fucking leave. Holy shit.
As
I think
the
we run.
entirety of Hope's Breath Inn has been surrounded while you
my
were
fucking
inside.
God.
Thanks to the natural 1 era rolled on avoiding
Oh my
undead in getting here.
Fucking god.
Oh no.
I need everyone to immediately roll initiative.
How about we just fucking run away? How about that?
You can try.
Wahoo!
Oh, fuck, I rolled a 4.
God, I genuinely might hero point this initiative roll.
14.
Well, that would be your last hero point.
It would be. We've only been going for like half. Okay, no.
I am gonna hero point mine because
Sure.
I haven't done.
So I will clear it. You can just re-roll your initiative, manually subtract a hero point,
Oh.
and if it's below 10, I will add 10 to it.
Do I still get the scout bonus or no?
You do. So I'll add 11 to it.
Well,
Actually, I
alright.
only need to add... Hey, that's a... you went to a nat 20 from a nat 1, I
Jesus
think.
Christ.
So-
Yeah.
Okay.
What is this, like, extreme plus?
Sorry. Go ahead and activate your rage. You're probably going to need it here.
I think I'd like to do the hero point thing too.
You would like to hero point your initiative as well? Sure.
Yeah.
Then I suppose I actually have to hit buttons. I'll clear it for you.
Oh,
right.
I'm stupid. I thought this was like 16 different troops. Okay, that's why I was freaking out. I thought it was like 16 different troops.
To be fair, I also thought so.
No, this is all one creature stat block.
Okay, I feel much better now.
Still scary.
Still scary.
Especially because it's going first.
No!
Oh, even with that? Oh no.
Yeah, unfortunately,
No,
natural
I feel
19 on
sorry.
its initiative roll.
I
So,
Funny.
you did, but your perception is dog shit.
I struggle to believe that zombies have better perception than me.
My good bitch, you have a
You're right.
+2 to your perception.
They're zombies. They
Yeah.
don't got brains.
And there's a lot of them.
They smell brains.
Exactly. They are quite perceptive. So, the entire troop here is going to go ahead and spend one action to form themselves up, spilling into the building as they do so. And its entryway. And can't fucking control things. We'll get them to just sort of around there. Something like that. And then they are going to use 2 actions for a shambling onslaught. I am going to need everyone in the party to give me a reflex save. I'm sorry?
Slowed?
These guys are, they are slowed. I'm sorry. So, yes. They only get 1 action on this. Thank you. As a failure for Skulk, a failure for Ira.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, Mattis.
I think I'll hero point that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need you to fucking...
Mattis using his last hero point to not die.
Oh boy.
So there's going to be half damage to everyone but Ira, who's going to take full damage. As the tide of undead make their way in and begin slamming and battering into you guys.
Oh, no.
Mattis, may I politely request a 3-action heal?
Okay.
That's their entire turn. So Mattis, we are up to you.
Yeah, let's bang out a 3-action heal.
Yeah, makes sense.
Come on, real good.
They are going to succeed their save. So they will take half damage, but they do get their weakness.
And Arrow gets 8 hit points.
Yeah. Which Skulkstick and everyone are going to need. I don't believe you took damage, Suri, from that.
No, Surya is not yet.
Suri.
Oh, I should have taken a half. I'm sorry.
Yes, please. Which the healing is just going to get rid of your temp HP at this point because you'll have been healed up to full. So.
Oh, and then 8 healing.
Yes. All right, a bit of healing into everyone. A maximum roll is quite good. However, against such a tide, there's only so much you can do. Skulk, that's going to bring us back to you.
Wait,
Bombs!
They're still unharmed?
I do them a little bit differently. I have
Oh, okay.
effectively one large token for the actual stat sheet, and then this
Okay,
is to represent their positioning and movement.
Okay, sorry. Sure.
So I
That-
suppose I'll
I
leave the big
freaked
one
out when I
up so
saw
you
that.
can get an idea of their health.
Yeah, that would be...
So we can see how screwed we are.
Yeah, exactly. So you can see that even triggering weakness, though they've succeeded at their save, they're only barely injured. Was it about our resources that we were happy with?
I mean, not after this, but...
Oh, Skulk.
Oh,
That is
God.
an exact hit with the hero point.
Jesus.
High level.
No.
Oh, goodness gracious me, oh my. Good news is
God.
they are weak to splash damage, and they are going to become enfeebled.
Yeah.
I'm running away and I'm throwing another one. Although I don't know if running is gonna help me very much here.
No, it won't. Not in the slightest.
I mean, if enough of us move, they'll have to reposition again.
They're still barely injured after... Oh my...
Yeah. 20. You did not attack with multiple attack opportunities,
Oh,
Skulk.
you're right. God damn
That
it.
will miss. However, it does still deal splash damage to them on a miss, which does still trigger their weakness. As I dealt it to the wrong one like an idiot. There we go. That's the one I wanted to deal it to.
Injured! Let's go!
Yeah.
Woohoo!
I'm probably... Skulk would definitely just hide behind Suri and Mattins. Realistically.
Did you end your first movement there before you threw the bomb?
Yeah, I realistically I would have put it here, but it's whatever. I'll
Okay.
stay here.
Because if you had put it there, they would have had cover.
I would have still missed.
Fair. But I think just situation
Yeah, it
being
doesn't
what it
matter.
is, we
Yeah.
shall keep you there for now. It's
Yeah,
not
that's
going to change how anything goes, believe me.
Yeah.
Suri. Get mad!
Suri is mad.
There's so
Suri's
many.
gonna- Suri's
So-
gonna...
I so want to put infused vitality on you, but I didn't get the chance.
she's too mad to wait.
Zombies
Yeah,
will also
she's
get
just
to
gonna-
go again before.
She's gonna grind her teeth and growl, run! And then she'll punch as many of these as she can.
Yeah.
So here we go. Oops.
23 hits.
Too bad. Crap. And
Definitely deals some damage, and actually, that brings them to their first threshold.
Nice.
Which
Dun-dun-dun.
means
This.
a number of them are deleted.
oh,
As
interesting.
there are fewer and fewer of them.
That's a troop thing? or-
Yeah, that's how troop
Yeah.
defenses work.
Okay. Cool. All right, she'll try it with a second attack.
Alrighty. That will just barely miss. Oh.
And I mean, she's not gonna be the first one to run, so she'll just do a hail Iomide attack.
Ooh.
Well, could have been a 20.
No. That's a big old whiff. Alright, Ira. We are up to you. What are you going to do here?
At some point she's gonna run away, but for right now, I'm thinking... for some reason, I keep... Like, my wand feels like it should be AoE, right? Like, you fling a, like, burst of something or whatever. So instead, grab one of these, and with diverse lore, I believe that should...
What would you
with
like to
diverse-
know with diverse lore?
Yeah, sure. Ooh, I
How did he keep finding us?
Because
Yes.
we suck
Um,
at sneaking.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So what is
And we have 20 people we're trying to sneakily move through the city.
what is its like troop attack ability thing?
They are a shambling onslaught, so they can choose to do it as either 1 or 2 actions, and they lash out at all creatures within 5 feet of them, requiring a reflex save with differing damage depending on how many actions they spend doing it.
Okay. We'll go ahead and stab with knife.
Sounds good?
I'm gonna fucking cry. And then we'll go ahead and definitely stride away. Oh, Jiminy Cricket.
Now, because I want to be entirely fair to you guys, there technically isn't a door on this side of the building.
Yeah, so Ira's just gonna like go into the corner.
Okay, fantastic.
And cower.
That is going to bring us to the Shambler troops' turn. They're going to use their first action to form up. Now, here's a fun little thing about how the Shambler troop works. They can move into other creature spaces. So,
Not like this.
they can
Not like this.
absolutely just sort of swarm into the building with you guys. Notably, actually sort of leaving the entrance open at this point for you guys to squeeze past them and get out. However, I am going to need a reflex save from everyone once more.
Alright,
Since
don't
Suri is still
time.
stepped away, I will roll for her.
At least they're...
Oh no, Suri
doing the
just
one
got back. Unless it's a good roll, we'll ignore... I mean, you can keep what I rolled for you, Suri, but if you want to roll your own, you can.
I already
you.
did.
Oh.
That was bad.
No.
Oh! Well, I don't know which one it is, so we'll just go with the better roll.
Well,
You
one
can
says
see under
game-
the character name. Oh my god, Jericho. I'm gonna beat you up.
Well, Suri rolled before she said she was back, so I'm ignoring the one she rolled and going with the better
Oh
roll.
my god. Okay.
Do you not want me to benefit you guys? I'll kill you if you
No,
want.
No,
No, okay,
I'm
no,
good,
no,
I'm
it's
good,
fine,
I'm good,
it's
I'm
fine,
good.
it's fine.
Is it session 3 or 4?
This is session 4. We've survived the
It's
curse.
the last one.
It's the last one
I
of
know.
this story, at least.
I don't believe the curse.
It hasn't triggered in a long time, so it was probably a small localized occurrence of my
Let's be
career.
real here. It did trigger It did trigger in that campaign. You just gave me the out.
Don't worry about it. Half damage to everyone except Skulk, who's just going to die here.
Oh,
No.
It's 12 damage again. You're fine.
This is still the one action version, right? Since they had
Yes. The difference in damage is 2d6 plus 5 versus 2d6 plus 9.
That's really silly.
It's
I'm used to
not
the
a
number
big
of
difference.
dice changing.
It is for a lot of other creatures. The Shambler troop is just kind of funky. But that does it for the entirety of their turn, so Mattis, we're back over to you.
I'm going to assume they are treated as difficult terrain for people trying to get out. Yeah.
All of these zombie tokens count as difficult terrain to you guys. Yes.
We've got them to their first troop threshold. I think we can just blow them up. Maybe. I don't know.
And I'll do another 3.
All right. Is that your final font spell?
It is, unfortunately.
Okay.
Big numbers. Hey, look at that.
Another max roll. Let's go, Mattis.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Love
And
it.
so everyone heals. They are going to succeed again. I think it's the
Stop that.
exact same situation as last time. They got 24 last time, too.
Disgusting.
Gostin.
Skulk, do you want to heal that?
Stop. Check the healing.
You don't have to if you don't want to, but I figured you might
It's
want
for
to.
you.
And that does it for Mattis's turn. So Skulk, we are over to you.
Christ.
They don't exist in this universe.
True. Alright. Quick alchemy.
Bombs.
Just fucking bomb.
Bomb.
That's a hit.
Then maybe try to get out.
Let's go, triggering weakness, as I clicked the wrong creature yet again, because I'm an idiot. There we go.
Ooh,
Badly
bad
injured,
injured.
let's go!
Skulk run away.
What is your movement speed, Skulk? Just for reference's sake.
25, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, you could have absolutely gotten there. You could even go 5 more feet.
Yep.
Because you go 10, 15. Actually, no, you're right. Ending there is 25.
Okay.
Because of alternating. I can't math.
Math.
Fantastic.
And then...
You've got 1 action left.
Yeah, do I attack again? And
Bomb,
hope, or-
bomb, bomb, bomb.
Alright, well, I've been told to bomb, so... we bomb.
Is this your last versatile vial?
Sure is.
Righty. Entirely out of ghost
Actually,
charges. This is your
No,
last
they will
bomb.
be smart about this. They'll realize they'll pull out the frying pan. Okay, never mind.
Oh, come on.
Ah, not the crit miss, no splash damage.
That was the frying
this
pan
was
attack.
This was the frying pan. They did not
Oh.
throw a bomb.
Oh,
They're like,
okay.
we gotta conserve the last vial just in case.
I manually wrote it to a 20. Does that count?
No. Don't forget, Skulk, when you quick alchemy, you can make a really shitty bomb out of nothing if you don't have a versatile vial. It's like 1d4 acid, I think.
Okay.
So you always have a way to attack, even if you run out of your versatile vials. It's just not going to be a good attack.
Understood.
But
And like with a troop, you're just trying to do the...
Suri, yeah, just trying to do the splash damage is huge.
Yeah.
Suri, that brings us to your turn. What you got?
Sorry, tear them apart,
Alright.
please.
The room, having been, all these zombies shambling into the room, squeezing past them, that she just throws fists left and right, grabs whatever she can, rips apart whatever she can, in the hopes that she does enough damage to like cut a path for people to run, because that's still what she thinks we should do.
So would you say Suri is attempting to rip and tear her way through these guys?
Dun,
I already
Well-
made that joke and nobody laughed at it.
Nope.
dun, dun.
This really is the Dark Ages.
Jericho.
Heyo.
Oh, Suri, you're hitting zombies. You're dealing, blows to them. But it's just not enough to actively injure any of them, or at least injure them in a meaningful capacity right now. As you are attempting to do so, it's just not succeeding. Which means that's going to bring us to Ira's turn.
Okay, cool. I'll start with a funny stab.
There's an exact hit.
Okay.
Let's go
Don't really-
damage.
I mean, I'm going for that juicy weakness.
Yep, hey, you've got it.
Any chance I got them to troop threshold?
No.
Nope. Okay, cool. Cool. It's time for me to bravely run away.
Sure. Keep in mind, each of these zombie squares is difficult terrain.
Yes. So...
20.
Oh, God.
You can hear
Yeah.
25.
Yeah, 25, and then I can fucking leave. Um,
I mean, if you can force them to reposition again, it is huge.
Yeah. I get
What
the
else?
feeling. I get the feeling they might just want a 2-action on you guys, but okay.
Okay. That brings us
Wait,
back to the
wait.
troop.
I'm not done. I'm moving there. I'm good. I'm good. Sorry. I'm good.
Okay. Well, they are... Oh, goodness. I do think you're absolutely correct, Ira, because Skulk is still within 5 feet of them. They are just going to do a 2-action. Because they can get Skulk, Suri, and Mattis in it. So I am going to need a reflex save from the 3 of you there. Ira, you are safe this time.
Uh-oh.
That's not very high.
No, it is not, Mattis.
Yo, that's very low.
Oh no.
And a reflex save from you, please, Suri. Hey, very good. Okay.
Oh,
That's why I did
What are
wrong.
your hit points right now? 16, Mattis?
I'll live
No.
maybe forever.
We're hoping for a low roll.
No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. 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 No.
Enough to take you
No.
down.
Oh my fucking god.
Mattis falls under the unrelenting horde of the undead. Suri and Skulk both getting battered and injured by it. The troop is still standing strong. Skulk, we are back over to you.
Real quick, I just want to make a reminder that you do have a elixir of healing in your pack.
Mm-hmm.
Not to tell you what to do, just wanted to remind.
Alright, Skulk seeing Mattis go down. Christ. Alright. We're gonna... how far is Mattis away from me at this point?
You are
I
10 feet
can't
away.
tell.
He is in this square.
Okay. I can't just throw an elixir of life at him, can I?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, you could.
Alright.
There's a
As a,
feat.
as a conversion.
Yeah, there's a key for it.
You could, if you were effectively quick alchemying your versatile vial into a healing item, the Chirurgeon specifically one, because that allows you to throw it as part of making it. So, if you wanted to apply...
Actually-
Oh, go ahead.
I have an idea.
I love ideas.
Right? I made one of these today? Yes, I did. I'm gonna hold my turn.
You're going to delay?
I'm gonna delay.
Okay.
Yes.
Then Suri, we're over to you.
Suri can get Mattis out of there. I have an idea.
I know exactly what you're thinking of, and it's both funny and sad.
I am terrified at what the plan is.
There's an item I made one of today that I have not used yet.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but I see that we're starting to make our way out of here. So Suri's gonna grab Mattis,
Sure.
punch a zombie. Well, first she's gonna punch a zombie, just for good measure.
Sure.
Bam.
That's a good
There
hit.
you go.
Nice.
Yeah, that's terrible damage.
Not great
but-
damage, but that is enough to bring them back down their next threshold, which means 4 more of them are down for the count, and the next time you would hit a threshold, the creature is dead.
Okay, but I would have to roll really well, I think, at this point. So
Probably.
I'm gonna grab Mattis and I'm gonna
Sure.
throw him over my shoulder and stride out of here.
Okay, so front can't quite move that way because there's still a wall of the building.
Yep.
So the front door is sort of around where Skulk Stick is. What is your current bulk, and what do you need to hit encumbrance?
There's a lot of shit on me.
Mattis has a lot of shit on him, and he himself is also pretty bulky. So I think I'm simply going to count you as encumbered, which will impose a -10 to your speed for this movement.
But the healer's too, you know.
So I think that is
How
right
much
about
does
where you
Mattis
could
have?
get.
How much bulk does Mattis have?
That's here. I'll
Sorry,
move
as soon as
this.
I didn't put the healer's kit in yet.
Move Mattis over there. Mattis is carrying 7 and himself weighs 6. So technically he
Oh,
would be
wow, okay.
13 bulk to
Okay,
carry.
wow. Yeah,
Um,
that is too much.
but I
It's actually
will.
more than my max bulk.
I'm going to simply say, since you're more so dragging him and pulling him out, I will allow it to just
Okay.
count as encumbered for you.
Okay.
So
So
you only
then-
get those 15 feet to right about there.
Okay.
You've got Mattis with you.
At this point, I'm gonna go in after Suri
Yeah.
is done.
Go ahead and hit that button again to come back in.
Yep.
And I know what you're gonna do, but for those in the back seats, let us know.
Check their inventory, and I'm like,
I am going to step away from range, and I am going to throw the grease canister at the doorway and floor to
Okay.
hopefully make the zombies fall around and trip.
Would that even work on a troop?
Now, here's the weird thing about the grease canister here. It is 2 actions to activate it, and you technically have to spend an action to draw it first.
Oh.
So you would have had to remain where you were. You could still throw it down on the space on the ground. There. But also, as Matt has said, when it does come to troops like this, typically they are immune to non-damaging effects that only target a single creature.
Gotcha.
So realistically, with something like that, you would kind of need to get, I would say, at least a majority of them in the area to have it trigger. Just getting one
Never
space.
mind.
Yeah, sorry, but I know
Oh.
you were excited. I loved the idea.
Damn. Alright. Well, anyway, new idea.
holy,
Fucking run.
One action before I do that. Skulk closes the door.
Very nice.
And now I run.
As
Very
they
bravely run
are
away.
inside. Granted, they can probably crash the door down, so how successful they
but
get
it
with
slowed
that
me
we'll
down a
see.
little bit.
But Ira,
Also, just panic brain would have done that.
are there like any windows looking in?
not really. Not that would give you space to actively attack from,
Yeah.
well.
Okay, I'll just do the boring thing, step over to Mattis, pull out Elixir of Life, and probably
Sure. 6 health back to Mattis.
won't survive even a single attack from the Shambler troop, though.
As you wake up Mattis on the cold ground outside. No zombies in sight aside from the corpses around you out here, but...
Oh, good, we defeated them.
No, there's still about a third of them left. They're almost gone, but they're still there.
They're
I'm gonna run
inside the
away.
door.
I will run away.
Okay. That's it for your turn, Ira. That brings us to you, Mattis.
Okay, I would like to stand,
Okay.
and I'm going to, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do one action, infuse vitality.
Okay.
That's Suri. And then I'm gonna go over here, because I don't want to get swamped again.
Fair
Run away.
enough. So that will bring us to the
You need to get away
troop
from them.
here. I am going to give them a general athletics check here, which should be about that for the modifier. They are no longer enfeebled. So, just to see how well the doors and walls hold up to them here.
Oh, dang.
Okay. So what I think with that, I'm going to make it greater difficult terrain to get out, which means they can push open the door. They only really get to about here, though, swarming out of the entrance. So, Suri, you are the only one I need to make a reflex save here.
Our glorious Suri standing strong.
I believe in you. Meaning I just jinxed your roll. You're welcome.
I like those.
Hey ho, that's what we're looking for. As these zombies come crashing out of the door and slam into you, you manage to hold firm. And with your blows now brimming with that divine flame granted by Mattis, it is your turn.
All right. She like adjusts her stance, like pushing both feet heavy into the the ashen soil, pulling herself up to her full height, which isn't that impressive, but to like position herself between her and everyone else, and then it's
You're like a
skull
Titan to
crushing
me.
time. Let's see.
Yo.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
That's what we
Second
like
nerd.
to see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fortunes are turning around.
boy, howdy. A triggering weakness that does a massive amount of damage to the number of zombies that remain. There are very, very few left here.
All right. She tries again. Second attack.
The fistcock.
Yeah.
That does it.
Oh my god. Okay.
Whew.
Fucking time to run.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That will be the end of the troop as the zombies come spilling out of the door, fists at the ready with two powerful blows, Suri. The horde that was swarming you all in Hope's Breath is unmade. Now, as the fight comes to an end, we are going to take a break here in a moment. However, before we get to that break, we have something important to do.
How many
Because
people died?
Oh no.
you guys had everyone else who was with you here as well, and the horde ran into the building with you all inside.
No. Oh my fucking god.
So, we're going to ask for some DC 4... Sorry, we'll leave it at DC 4 flat checks for this. Actually, based on these levels, we're going to make it a DC 5, just because.
No.
I'm going to have you guys roll in order for them, going down the list. Every failed roll will be someone who has died to these zombies. So, I'm just going to go down the list I've got here and the list I've got in my folder. Ira, I need you to roll for Yono Brushpaw.
Oh.
Success. Suri, please roll for Retsnav.
Okay.
Skulk, please roll for Retsnov.
Oh.
And Mattis, please roll for Yeluva. Okay. The entire Brushpaw family managed to survive and make it out. Small foxes, thankfully, weaving through the feet. They were some of the first to actively escape the inn when the zombies first came flooding in. We're going to move on to rolling for the performers now. So, Ira, please roll for Elizo.
Good news. I don't fucking care about these people, so if they die, they die.
Somehow I also don't give a shit.
Oh no!
Okay.
Well, he got
Well,
that flashy
okay.
death you wanted.
Which one? That's the one who wanted to die a flashy death?
Yes, that's the one who wanted to die a
Okay.
flashy death and absolutely did not get a
Congratulations.
flashy death. He was
Fuck
just
it.
overrun by undead in the inn.
Oh well. Too bad, so sad.
Someone you guys were in charge of died.
Fine. I'll hero point.
No, there's no hero pointing this.
Oh fuck.
You
Oh,
deal with the
shit.
consequences of your actions.
Yeah.
Suri, please roll for Bicky.
Oh no.
Oh my fucking god.
One of the twins goes down.
Oh no, not the goblet.
Skulk, please roll for Crassian.
Okay.
Mattis, please roll for Kleb.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Ira.
Honestly, I would have preferred that he had died, because then at least it's not too bad his brother.
For these last people, I am not going to tell you guys the order I'm going in.
Oh no.
We're just going to roll the dice, so if someone fails, you will not know quite yet who has died.
That's
Because I'm
cruel,
mean.
Jericho. That's so cruel.
So starting with
Oh,
Ira.
no.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Jericho, I will.
Suri.
I'm I'm going pay to win here. I will tip you $50 if you let me hero point that.
Oh, that's tempting, man. You can't do that. My morals versus my storytelling and my greed.
I'll Venmo it to you.
No.
No,
I should be.
I will not.
Yeah.
Skulk, please roll.
Okay.
Okay. Mattis, please roll.
Yo.
The final roll is going to be done by me.
Fucking god.
Yay!
Okay. Out of the 14 people you guys had with you, 13 people, only 3 of them passed as they were overrun by the undead. Elizo Shardhelm, leader of the Querulous Quartet, and Bicky, the percussionist of the crew, unfortunately were sort of pinned against the back wall and office of Hope's Breath Inn and were taken down, unable to escape with Crassian and Kleb. As you guys... Oh, go ahead.
I was just wondering, just so we can feel even worse about it, and it's okay if you don't want to answer it, but is there anything we could have done during when they were flooding in to protect everyone? Because it felt like it was such a...
It was
you know,
really the
such a
choices
mess.
made up to this point. The
Right,
fact that this
yeah.
happened at Hope's Breath Inn, where there was really only that main entrance, sort of was what turned it into a kill box.
Yeah.
However, as you guys led the retreat out of there, one person remained behind as the door shut to ensure that you guys could get everyone safe. And as the door burst open and the undead swarmed out, they did so over the mangled corpse of Garag Sunbrand.
What a way to go!
I mean, honestly, great fucking storytelling there.
He
I'm
found his
totally okay with
heroism. He did not succumb to cowardice, and he gave his life to make sure everyone else survived this time. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Jericho, stop making me cry.
No. Stand up, stretch, scream at the wall, cry, do what you need to do, grab some water. I will see you all
At
in
the
a
end of
few
the day,
minutes.
I'm just glad it wasn't the kid's mom.
It was, there were some close calls there for, like, Yostolo and his mom.
Mm,
The watermelon survived.
Well, welcome back from break, everyone. So, as you all sort of group back up, back near the center of town, outside of the cathedral, outside of Hope's Breath, the massive force of zombies that descended upon you, now dead, thankfully, only 3 of your total 17 odd individuals ended up passing. There'll be time to mourn, of course, but survival comes first. You guys have, at this point, dealt with a fraction of the total undead in Yua's Hope, to put it into perspective.
Yeah, we're fucking out of here.
So, there are still dozens more, and should they descend upon you like this once more, you guys will, very likely, no one will survive. So,
I'm gonna go.
are we just directly planning to leave, or are we looking to spend any sort of time?
I think we straight leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is Ira's opinion.
Then, are you guys going to try and evade the undead on your way out, or are you mostly going to let sprint and pivot to other exploration activities?
Ira's not good at athletics, but she does still things.
Yeah.
Suri's gonna try to avoid undead by...
Again, we're
being
looking at it
fast.
where they're slow. We'll eventually outrun them.
Okay. So, Suri's continuing with evade the undead. What other exploration activities are people going to?
I will do the same.
Okay, sticking with evade the undead.
I guess if
Yeah.
Surrey is continuing it, then
Yeah, if everyone's continuing it, then yeah, I'm not gonna fuck everyone over.
I mean, you guys can choose to do other roles at this point. If the goal is get out of here as quick as possible.
As quickly without making them all mad.
Okay.
Just roll good. That's all you gotta do. Just roll good.
Okay. Well. Thank you for the damn it Marco circumstance penalty, Mattis. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
I did. Oh yeah.
We had half our number do the circumstance penalty this time. Improvements, people, improvements. What is everyone's passive perception?
15.
15.
12.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
15.
Okay. As you guys begin making your way over to the eastern edge of town, I'm assuming that's the direction you guys want to leave, since that's like the main exit and entrance to town, and you do need to head southeast from here. But if you would like to try and take a different way out, you are welcome to do so.
No, it makes sense.
Okay. You guys make your way to the eastern edge of town, leading the entire group. There is that steep sort of ditch marking the border that was originally sort of a ditch, little bit of a creek, but has long since dried up at this time. There is a stone bridge crossing the ditch, thankfully, that was once diligently maintained. But it is as derelict as everything else in town, with half a decade of no repair or maintenance on it. As you guys approach the bridge, Mattis, you are the first to notice, followed very quickly by Suri and Ira. About 60 feet away on the far side of the bridge, a bear.
Oh.
Just
fuck,
sort of
God.
moving and shuffling across the path.
He's a zombie bear.
Oh.
How far away is it?
About 60 feet from you right now.
Can we do perception checks to be like, is it a fucking zombie bear?
You'd have to get closer. It's a bit hard to tell from this distance. From here, it appears to be living to you guys.
Since stealth?
Yeah, if you want to try and stealth, you guys could absolutely attempt to sneak past it.
Well, no, stealth to like get close, because if it's a living bear, killing it for meat would be a pretty good idea.
Yeah, if you want
actually,
to try and stealth closer to see if you can know for certain.
I just looked at everybody's health totals.
Yeah, huh?
We can't fight a bear.
You can't fight a bear.
Well, you guys have some options. You could try and sneak around. You could also just take a different exit at this point.
I only have +4 stealth.
That's all, like, that's pretty okay at this level. The rest of us only have +5 in stealth.
Okay. Would survival to find another route be an option?
I mean, once you guys get out of town, you're gonna have to start you're gonna have to have someone who is sensing direction to sort of lead you guys in a direction. You could choose to leave town anywhere.
I don't want to try to, like, go to one of the other exits, not after what just happened. But that's just my opinion.
Can we try and go like slightly around just through the? How deep is the river?
The ditch is about 20 feet deep with steep sides.
Oh, steep sides. That's probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be possible to get across, but the bridge is certainly the easiest way and safest way across.
Fair.
Ira, I feel like Ira has She has a lot more health than everybody. She has a hero point left. Could Ira do like some kind of deception thing to lure the bear away while everybody else gets across?
You can certainly attempt to lure the bear away if you wanted. The bear itself, based off distance, is about 10 feet off screen from where the map ends. That's 60 feet from you guys right now. Right around here.
So here's my idea. Feel free to veto it. We try to stealth over the bridge. If things go south, Ira tries to distract the bear.
This is a
And
trick
lure it away.
question. Kind of sounds like that's our best shot at the moment.
Okay. If you guys want to try and sneak past, you certainly can. I will ask for blind stealth checks from everyone. If we are making them here, I would like everyone to make it with a -2 circumstance penalty to represent that you are traveling with an entire group. So instead of each of them rolling individually, you guys are just generally rolling, but with penalties. What do you mean bullshit?
Oh,
No, I said.
Oh,
If I said bullshit, that's not what I meant to say.
I don't know. That's just what I heard. Go ahead and roll again, blind, Suri. I will overlook your transgressions of the dice.
appreciate it.
We ever get like a spyglass or something? I feel like we got that.
I have a brass here.
Oh,
That's what
but
I'm thinking of.
no, I thought we picked up a spyglass. But...
I don't believe so. Okay. Well, what an interesting situation.
Oh no!
As you guys begin crossing the bridge, getting about 30 feet forward, about 30 feet away from the bear at this point, making it pretty much to the end of the bridge, it becomes quite clear, both from the smell, the shuffling movements, some of the ribs poking out, that is not a living bear. That is a very dead bear.
Oh, you look so happy.
I'll just put the token there so you can see, but he is still a bit of a further distance away. As you guys make it to the end of the bridge, the bear's movements stop. It sort of sniffs loudly once or twice and raises its head in your guys' direction. It has very clearly noticed you guys. If it makes you feel any better, all of you failed the stealth check, and not because of the circumstance penalty.
Yikes.
That maybe makes me feel a little better. I don't even know.
So what are we thinking? A very clear, large undead has noticed you. You are quite injured.
Do we want to, like, wait and see what it does?
It's probably gonna charge us.
Maybe, but it's not immediately. I mean, I don't know.
Joseph, I have an opportunity to. I'm going to draw the canister.
Sure.
I think we should punch it in the face.
Fine.
Sounds like roll initiative.
If you guys want to try and engage, sure thing.
Okay, sure. Why not?
Can we not? Do we have the option not to engage?
You guys could go back into town, try a different direction. You could try and sort of run around it. Ira had the idea of trying to lure it away while the rest of you ran past. You guys have options here. I'm not having it immediately attack, so you guys have time to think and come to a decision. It is very clearly going to come to you guys and attack if you don't do anything, though.
I guess, okay. Question.
Mhm.
Based on what Ira knows about zombies, could she do something like trying to lure it away? Is that something that's even possible?
Give
with
me a recall
both
knowledge.
Magnus and- Okay.
Zombies are inherently attracted to the living. The only reason you guys survived in the crypt for 6 years was because powerful necrotic energy had suffused the entire crypts, and that effectively kept your guys' auras hidden. If you ran towards it, Ira, to sort of be the closest meal, and then tried to effectively skirt around, keep out of its reach, zombies are inherently mindless creature. This bear likely isn't any different. It will likely just sort of keep going after the closest meal. It'd be a dangerous game of keep
Yeah.
away, but you could certainly
I-
try it.
With that amount of risk, I don't think Ira would do it. If there was like an easier way, if she could like...
You're inherently faster than it. It is slowed, so keeping out of its reach shouldn't be too difficult. But it's a risk. Everything's a risk here.
Yeah.
There is no safe option.
Would you... What would you make me roll to do this?
Oh, that's a good question. That is a good
If
question.
that's something I feel like I would know that, but
You were pushing for deception. I know that.
yes.
And I definitely want to help incorporate that. There is justification for an athletics check being rolled.
Yeah, that's like...
Which is not
just based
something
on
Ira's
running.
good at.
No.
However, perhaps Skulkstick has that grease canister still. Perhaps there's something you can do with that in combination that could maybe mitigate the need for an athletics check, and we'll keep it just to a deception roll.
That's... The grease canister doesn't mention what it actually does. I mean, I assume it's just doing
It's
grease.
effectively the grease effect.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. Has the effects of a grease spell. Okay. What Ira would like to do, if Skulkstick is willing to give her the grease canister, you said the bank of the river is steep.
Yes.
She would like to try to lure the bear into some kind of fucking charge at her, toss the grease canister down, jump out of the way, so that it goes slippy slide down the river.
Down the riverbed?
Yes.
I love that idea. Does anyone have anything they think they could do or would like to attempt that could aid this?
Considering I made the damn thing, would I be able to help with crafting? In terms of, like, telling her how long it takes to, like, pop it up and, like, have it go off so that she's not getting caught in the grease as well.
Yeah, if you want to give Ira a quick primer here, what I will do for that, I think what I'm leaning towards Ira with that idea is going to be a deception check to lure it into following you along the edge and charging, and then a reflex save to dodge out of the way at the end.
I'm the only one good in deception. It has to be me.
With-
My reflex is a bit lower, but
Skulk's aid will be specifically for that reflex save.
okay.
I mean, we would then run, right? If this works.
That'd be the
and
general
bears-
idea. It would get trapped down in the ditch.
So then I think Suri will pick up, of the other survivors, because we need to make sure that they all stay together and don't fall behind. So she'll carry who needs to be carried. She'll like make sure that everybody keeps together.
Yeah. Marco might find it insulting, but like grab him and Yustolo, the two smallest
she'll-
people.
Marco she'll throw in the ditch, but everyone else she'll try to.
Damn,
Um,
okay.
No, seriously though, she'll look to the other survivors to make sure that they don't miss the
Yeah.
moment.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna hold the jar.
Mr. Jericho,
Mhm.
if you think this is possible, and Mattis, if you want to do this, could Mattis aid me with religion to give me a better idea of how zombies act for the deception check.
Give me one moment here because there's something I would like to do. Okay. Mattis. If you would like to, give me real quick a recall knowledge roll, actually. We'll leave it up to the dice.
There it is.
Oh, not what I was hoping for.
Poopy.
Mhm.
A big old stinker, sounds like.
Yeah, okay. I do like Ira's idea if that's something you were interested in, potentially attempting to aid Ira's luring of the bear with just some religious knowledge and understanding of undead movements. I would allow that.
Okay. Yeah, I can try that.
Sure. Ira, you said you have a hero point, yes?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Mattis, go ahead
Oh,
and roll that aid roll.
Let's go.
Very
Let's
nice.
go.
So close to a crit.
Ira, I'm going to ask for your deception roll blind, as per usual for deception checks.
I mean, created aversion is open. Okay, no, it's your game.
I want to up your stress.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Skulk. You may roll your crafting to aid.
Okay. I still failed.
There's going to be no bonus to Ira's reflex save here. Ira, I'm going to ask for a reflex save from you.
Can I ask what the DC?
Do you really want to hear it?
Fucking guess so.
22.
Okay.
You can do it.
That is effectively the bear's attack DC. Just so everyone knows where that DC is coming from and I'm not just pulling numbers out of my ass.
Before she does that, I'm gonna slap Ira with a healing potion with an elixir of life as she's like passing by.
Okay.
So I'll use my last versatile vial on that,
Sure.
just in case there's a chance that they'll live.
It's an all or nothing sort of situation here. 4
That
health
gets
back to
me
you, Ira.
topped out. Okay, that gets me topped out. Okay.
DC 22,
okay.
you need a 17 on the dice.
Yes, there is something I always do when I go to make a really big roll is I close my eyes before I make the roll, and I know it's irrational, but 50% of the time it works every time, and I get a really good roll. So, 3, 2, 1. What was it?
You sure?
Somebody. Short. Oh,
It was not quite a success.
okay. Hero point.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay. What is your maximum hit points, Ira?
Maximum hit points is 16.
16,
I'm fucked,
okay.
aren't I? 16. I'm fucked.
So, as you all prepare, Mattis coaches Ira a bit on how the zombie is likely to move. Suri, you make sure everyone else is in position to run as quickly as possible. Skulk, you give Ira some really, really way too fast spoken primers on how the grease canister works. Unfortunately, it goes over Ira's head in this moment with the stress building, but an elixir of life to help calm and make sure Ira is safe and okay. Okay. I have rolled my dice by hand for this
Okay.
to describe the situation.
What? Okay.
Ira, as you dash off
Oh my
of
God,
the
oh my God,
bridge,
oh my
as the
God,
bear
oh my God.
begins lumbering towards your group, the rest of you sort of hovering back a few feet, so it really focuses on that moving signature, that bead of life energy that is Ira, and begins lumbering and chasing after you along the edge of this ravine. The timing is so difficult to find, Ira. Finding time to activate that grease canister, which takes far too long to do as your fingers fiddle with the dials and gadgets. Why did Skulk have to make this so damn difficult to activate? As you're fiddling with it, the bear getting gradually closer, and just heartbeats, fractions of moments as this thing is approaching. It activates. The canister opens, and as you roll it forwards and dive out of the way, grease begins to spill out, coating the edge of the ground. The bear's front paws land on it, less than a foot away from you, Ira, and slips.
Okay.
The bear, losing its balance in the front left side of its body, tips forward, falling. Unable to quite regain its balance, flailing out with its arms, it lurches even further to the side. And at the perfect moment, the lip of the ditch crumbles away. And the bear falls.
And
He
it
does,
didn't-
however, catch you with his paw.
Oh God, yeah,
as he
that's what I was
flails out.
expecting. Okay,
No.
let's fuck. What's the damage roll? How much damage?
It was a very low roll.
Oh,
9 points of slashing damage.
oh my God.
Oh boy.
As the bear careens into the pit. I rolled a 3 plus 5 for 8 on the bear's reflex save, -2 because of your critical success deception check against it,
Oh my God. Holy shit.
and then a 2 on a d10 plus 7 for damage.
Oh my God.
The bear careens into the pit, and the pathway is open for you guys.
Ira,
Go.
you know, lets out a grunt, starts
Skull's
running.
gonna run over to grab Ira's hand and get her up and runs with her.
Okay, people, time to leave.
As you all...
Yeah, Suri drives everyone in front of her.
Yeah.
Run.
As you all begin rushing down the path, leaving Yua's hope behind towards, hopefully, a brighter future. That's where you reach level 2.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Congratulations on surviving this far. Your trials and tribulations are not over.
Not even close.
that was amazing, Allie.
I loved the idea. You rolled, I believe it was a natural 19 on your deception check.
Do you think that grandmother spider would be proud?
Yes.
Cool. I should get her like major.
I
ring
just
or
don't
something.
think she's paying attention.
Oh, fuck.
If she knew about it, she'd be like, oh, neat, that was cool. Popcorn moment. You guys made it out. Not the worst. Leaving a few friends and comrades behind, unfortunately. Sad endings for 2 of them, but a heroic ending for 1. And the last sort of threat you had to deal with some cunning and ingenuity, and Clever allocation of resources. You managed to bypass without losing anyone further. That bear would have been a struggle for you guys to take down at your current health and resources.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's why I was like,
It's a level 3 zombie bear.
Yep.
Its weakest attack is a claw. That is plus 12 to hit, dealing 1d10 plus 7 slashing damage.
Yucky.
And then its jaws attack is 1d12 plus 7. So, a very dangerous creature if it gets close to you, and considering that you guys were basically out of healing, I think we would have lost someone had you chosen to fight it head on.
Yeah, because we're like at half health. You know,
Basically, any hit from it would have taken one of you guys down from the health you are currently at. But the worst of the danger has passed, right? All of the concentrated undead have been dealt with.
Sure.
You guys are free to progress safely on to Velamis. Mattis, you were taking the healer's toolkit, right?
yeah, I
Okay.
added it to my...
You did not grab the one from the party stash.
Oh, no, it was...
I told you guys I was putting the items in the party stash for you to take.
I misunderstood.
Goodness.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's no limit on this?
Xenoglossy? Technically no. Just if you crit fail, you're stupefied and cannot attempt it for a day. And it also takes you a minute to do.
Yeah.
So, no.
Fucking expert anyways. Disgusting.
I may impose a limit here or there on just constant use for mental fatigue of overuse, but...
I can't get it in anyways because it requires expert, and that's
Pity.
why is it at level 2 if only rogues and investigators can get expert at level 2?
Because that's how skill feats are designed.
I know.
Because you can't really often get a first level skill feat. Well, that's why they have the level 1, because that's for trained. And then you get skill feats at even levels.
Oh, right, zombie dedication. Let's go.
It would have been quite entertaining if one of you guys had died and you're like, hey, can I take an undead dedication? I might have said yes.
I also don't know what to take for the archetype.
It may not be the best for you, but it would be very fitting because of the item you hold, Mattis. Blessed One.
That's right. Lay on hands would be huge.
Would be very useful here. It would also just be generally fitting. I was trying to think if there was... I had you roll your recall knowledge to see if there was any way you could have potentially used the 2-action activation of the jar to help. But the answer was no.
No.
And the reaction is a reaction in response to taking damage, so... Which you know at this point. You just don't know exactly what it does.
Yep. Let's see here.
I do love that there's 4 bloodstones in total, right? Because it's each of her different organs. Or 4 major organs. So there's the heart, of course, there's the lungs, there's the liver. Who wants to make a guess as to what the last organ is?
Oh my god, is it the womb?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Paizo would do that.
I'll look at Lamont too.
Fair enough. It's the spleen.
Oh,
Oh. Ooh.
Why is it the
Greatest
spleen?
mystery of them all.
Oh, because the spleen represents freedom. I see.
Jericho,
Yes.
Really?
were you still okay with
The
me
spleen
taking
bloodstone
longer in
does.
Chef?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to double check.
All
Is
good.
there something about the spleen and the 4 humors or something? Is the spleen responsible for one of the 4 humors?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm not smart.
Let me look that up.
Just mentions that the spleen bloodstone represents freedom. The lung bloodstone, the one you guys have, represents suffering.
Oh.
It definitely feels that way.
In terms of humorism, the spleen is linked to melancholia and black bile.
Yeah.
In traditional Chinese, it represents the yin aspect of the earth element. In the Talmud, it's the organ of laughter. Apparently, in the past, people said, like, the spleen to designate somebody who's depressed, like they've got the spleens, which is so funny. Yes, I haven't seen my wife in a while, and I'm coming down with the spleens.
It's actually really funny just how easy it is. Out of all of the bloodstones, the lung one is the easiest to destroy as an artifact. And the entire adventure kind of relies on them, of course, being around, because these are important artifacts to the overarching story. But it is entirely possible for someone to just accidentally somehow even, or on purpose, destroy the lung bloodstone in this adventure.
Mr. Jarek,
Yes.
may I ask, will we be encountering any incorporeal undead? for the
Yes.
rest of I
There's
Yes.
always the opportunity of incorporeal undead.
because I'm picking up Exorcist, but I didn't want to pick it up if it's like fucking unusable because no incorporeal undead.
Go with what makes sense for your character, not what's good.
Okay, but I don't want a dedication that does literally nothing.
We're
And
just playing for level 2.
I know, but I had 2 other options, so I just okay. Sorry, I'm bad and
Nothing matters. I'm gonna kill you all anyways.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
the Kitsune gives us access to Forager, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Jericho.
Yeah.
Found a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So, in order to get the full benefits of my archetype, it requires me to take 2 uncommon formulas. Are you okay with that?
Which ones?
Iron wine and journey bread.
Off the name alone, absolutely.
All right, Suri, have fun.
What?
You're getting fire damage on your fists.
Hell yeah.
You
Huh.
get combustive sweat.
That sounds right.
Specifically, the one Skulk is talking about here is the iron wine.
Iron wine. Yeah. It's so fun.
All right. Now, leaving. Oh, go ahead.
Are we continuing or?
That's what I was about to bring up. We are right around 15 minutes from our normal end of session time. I'm not sure how done everyone is with their level up, but I think some people still have some decisions to make. And
I'm
there
just
are
finished.
group decisions that need to be made. So I'm wondering if you guys would like to do those now, or you would like to just wait until the start of next session.
What are the,
Yeah. Okay.
Main decision, of
What are
course. Oh, go ahead.
what are the group decisions
Yeah.
to make?
I mean, your main one is going to be, after what's happened, do you guys still want to stick together as an entire group, or do you want to split the group in some ways? And also, what path are we taking to try and get to Velumis? Do you guys want to try and take the overland route, which is just a straight line dash to get there? That is going to be the fastest possible way. Or do you want to take the slower route where you follow the Pines Flow River south until it reaches Lake Incarthen and then follow the edge of Lake Incarthen to Velumis, which would be slower but would guarantee you fresh water along the way and probably easier foraging.
I really like the river.
Yeah, I think we were thinking of the river before.
Yeah.
You guys were, but now that you were out here, I wanted to give you the option.
It saves me from having to penetrate water, so I like that idea.
Especially since two of you are still quite dehydrated.
Oh yeah, can't forget that.
You know. Well, at very least, the next day I can resolve that. If we don't reach the river in one day, I can fix it the next day.
There you go. Did you take create water?
Yes,
Nice.
I have it ready to be prepared for next preparations.
I mean, clerics can pick any spells, right?
Yeah, any divine
Yes.
spell, but they have to prepare it at the start of the day.
Yeah.
Um,
And personally, I mean, yeah, we lost a few people, but I don't see any reason to not continue as a group.
okay.
But again,
That
that's
would
just
be-
my opinion.
That would be what Mattis is thinking, but if there's like if someone's like really, you got half our troop killed, screw you, we're going on our own. I'd be like, I can't tell you what to do, man, but I would like you to stick with us, but I understand if you need to go your own way. We're still here for those who feel they need help.
So far, the general consensus of everyone left is you guys have been performing admirably as sort of leading the group. The deaths of 3 people at Hope's Breath was unfortunate for sure, and there will probably be mourning done when you guys make camp tonight, but in the meantime, you all left the cathedral knowing that there wasn't the highest chance of survival. So, being overrun by undead like that, when really none of you were expecting it to get that bad that quickly, no one blames you for that.
Good. They shouldn't.
Well, I will blame myself for that.
Can I get... It's probably our last thing for tonight. A perception check from everyone as you have crossed over.
Wahoo!
Okay. I think the dice are telling you guys to go to bed.
Oh my fucking god.
There was a 3, a 2, and a 1 in order.
Jesus Christ.
What about the fourth one?
Well, that was a good roll. Unfortunately, it came from our person with the absolute worst perception.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
So... maybe it's something. Maybe it's nothing. Whatever it is, none of you notice it. Skulk, though, are you trained in survival by chance?
Not a fucking chance.
Okay. Just curious.
Do I need it for subsisting? Is
That's
that why you were
a
asking?
weird thing, because technically, subsist is a trained survival activity.
Well, Jericho, wandering chef means I subsist off of crafting now.
That's hilarious. You guys are also receiving the benefits of Forager, even if you are not trained in survival. I think it is meant to be that you all can attempt to subsist, even if you are untrained in survival, as long as the brush paws are with you.
And I'm also trained in survival.
Yeah. I was more so asking if Skulkstick was trained because Skulk got a good perception check. To see if there was something that would be recognizable. But I do think with that, because there may or may not be some things that happen, I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want to do about 10 minutes here of the beginning of the travel, or would you like to call it here and pick up fresh?
I mean, I'm happy for others to keep going, but I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we shall end here for the night. Thank you all so much for playing.
Yeah, fuck you very much, Jericho.
Despite everything I put you through, I hope you enjoyed.
Definitely. I mean, the stakes have to feel enormous.
It's gotta feel real.
Survival thing, and they definitely did. So
I just stood there spamming heal.
Alright.
I really
Mr.
wasn't sure if you
Jericho.
guys would reach the threshold of the swarm or the troop descending upon you guys.
I thought that was over at that point.
I also thought we were dead there, yeah.
Those final attacks from Yusuri were huge.
Yeah.
Again, like, in retrospect, it was dumb, but because of the scale of the map, I thought it was 14 troops.
That would have been horrific. That would have been absolutely horrendous.
Oh my god.
Well, thank you once again, guys. I'm glad you enjoyed it so far. Hopefully, we will be able to keep the stakes and the tension up as you all make a mad dash for safety. But we'll find that out next week. So until then, stay safe, y'all.
Thank you, Jared.
You're still safe.
Thank you, everyone.
You're still
Bye.
safe.